What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome to another episode of the No Holds Barred Sports Show, where we pull no punches.
We don't
I'm
pull any
LowRyda.
punches. We don't pull any punches. Let's use proper grammar.
Come on, you motherfucker.
Watch it.
You see, but you're trying to push my buttons to start, bro.
I'm just trying to educate you.
What else would you expect?
That's right.
But yeah, so I'm LowRyda. To my left there, we have the
Hold on.
Participation trophy having
Not one.
We got the participation trophy having
This guy.
Not two.
This guy.
But 3-time
participation trophy having Hall of Famer.
No. You see this? You see this? My name's on this one.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? My name's on that one.
Okay, hey, listen,
You see
man.
this? You see that?
Nah. It's clear, bro.
There we go. See that?
Yeah.
Bang. Hold on.
That's beautiful, man.
Hold on. You see this? Bam.
Yeah.
Ain't no participation trophies here.
Okay.
This is hard work.
Sure thing.
Hard work.
And down below we got Kenny the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, just kidding.
AKA Frank, one half of the American Gangsters, Bounty Hunter.
Which you can see live.
Cowboy Willie Watts, one half of the
live
Watts brothers.
Tomorrow on Thanksgiving Table with Chauncey, Kate Lothbrok, and
who?
Kate Lothbrok. I hate that name.
I
That's
know
one time
that
I'll
is.
say his name.
I always call him Stockade.
I call him Stockade too. I hate saying it.
I just call him Cade for short. This way, at least he doesn't feel offended when I call him Cade, not.
Yeah, I caught y'all so last week. It was some shit going on.
Man, it was beat.
If y'all missed last week, man, we had Alvin Alvarez on, and man, that was that show got a little intense toward the end, you know. And it didn't have anything to do with Alvin Alvarez.
No.
Just you know, we just had people you know, putting it in there, you know, putting their little bit of their 2 cents. You know, people wanting to chime in on some shit that some stuff that allegedly went down, and you know,
it got a little heated.
I'm not mad at Cade though, bro.
No,
I would have been hot too. Somebody gonna talk crap about me like that. So,
no doubt.
All right, let's.
Yeah. Hold on, let me click this real quick. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to us on Facebook and YouTube at No Holds Barred Sports Show. Hit that bell, and you know, tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your mama's mama, tell your neighbors.
Mama's mama.
Yeah. So tell all them people.
Outcast style.
And follow us on Twitch at No Holds Barred Podcast. We're not sure how much longer we're gonna be on the Twitch. But you know, we got Chili Willie in the building. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Yeah.
He'll be on tomorrow with me and Kenny on Nights of the Gimmick Table. So make sure y'all check that out. But yeah, man, we got.
Hold on.
What? Oh, the ghost.
Today we got Red Berry. I'm gonna do a taste test.
That's a good one.
So hold on. So I'm gonna let y'all neighbors decide. So should I either try the Red Berry Ghost or
Red Berry Sour Patch Kids?
Sour Patch. See your neighbor. Or
what was Red Ghost C4? I roll with C4. You know, I'm doing the whole.
That's what I'm drinking right now.
You're doing
here we go.
I kind of stay away from the superhuman because that shit had me doing things. But that super brain, I'm enjoying.
Beta alanine. That's what got you going.
I'm actually buying that shit by the cases, bro.
This super brain.
Yeah.
So C4, if you out there, you got 3 great people to push your product.
Yes, sir. Producing, yep.
Yeah. Holla at us.
Give it a try.
We got Pierce Austin. What's up, brother? How you doing?
It's all right.
Which one you doing?
The frozen bombsicle.
Yeah.
C4, the official Nose Bar sponsor. I wish.
They need to.
I
Yeah,
wish.
we would love it.
They need to. They need
tell
to
them
jump
send
up
us
on it
some.
before it's too late.
Yeah, it's all right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do 2. I'll drink both of them during the show.
Oh, this dude.
Now I'm gonna do the red berry sour patch. I'll do 2. Whatever.
This guy here, this neighbor here, trying to have a heart attack live on the air.
Exactly. Come on, bro. We want ratings.
Hey, you know what? That might bring us some
ratings. This ain't
we don't
bad.
want it like that, bro.
This ain't bad.
That right there might bring us some ratings, though. You know,
this ain't bad.
And I'm going with the natural tonight. Water, straight water.
Water.
Agua for all y'all who don't understand Spanish.
Look at that.
I mean English.
Look at that. I like it. Hey man, I'm not mad at it. That's good though, right? It got a nice little sour aftertaste. I like
this
it.
is good.
Yeah, C4, the brain, Super Brain just came out with a watermelon.
Now you know we gotta try that, nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, I just shout. I can take it too.
Listen, come on, Amarion. If you watch this versus, that dude, man.
Oh, I heard about that.
Oh my god, it was ridiculous, man. It was
ridiculous. See it.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Here says how many energy drinks can
I'm about to down both of these
before he resembles a cow with ADHD.
I'm down in both of these.
You gonna down them?
Mm-hmm. And go right this. I'm gonna eat, finish work, and go right to sleep. Not a problem.
Hey man, more power to you, brother.
Yeah, I like the red berry.
Power to the people.
This isn't bad.
Listen, 3D has a rocket pop, and 3D's rocket pop is delicious. Way better than the frozen bombsicle.
3D rocket, all right.
Yeah.
What color can is it? Because the only reason I haven't messed with 3D yet is because they got damn colored cans
they don't tell you the flavor. Yeah, they don't tell you the
Christian
flavor.
Guzman, if you listen
red,
to this,
white, and blue.
Christian Guzman, you listen to this, put the name of the flavor on the can, please. Simple. Ain't asking for much.
Man.
I'm gonna try it, Chauncey, just for you.
It's good though, the red, white, and blue.
Good.
Yeah,
right.
I like that one, and I like orange.
I'm gonna take my camera away for a second, guys.
Go ahead. Oh shit.
No, everything is good. I'm just trying something.
We're
gonna take him out for that. We can't do that. We can't get.
Oh man.
Anyway, we'll bring him back. We can't.
Yeah. When he's ready, he can jump back in. But let's
start this, man.
Yeah, let's get started, man. Colorado Avalanche win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah,
it's been a while, man.
It's been a minute, and there's a few people in Tampa upset, but hey.
Yeah, and like me and my homeboy were watching it.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna ask you a question. But go ahead. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Me and my homeboy were watching it. And we were watching, and we're seeing these Tampa Bay Lightning fans crying and stuff in the crowd.
Exactly what I was going to get into.
And he's like, "Dude, how spoiled can you people be? Y'all just had 2 in a row." And I was like, "Yo, you know what? You ain't lying, bro. I didn't even think about it." I'm like, "Man," but I saw like obviously little kids. They're a little different. You know what I'm saying? Little kids feel.
Oh jeez.
Oh man. What the hell is going
on in Dodge? Clearly, everybody, breaking down the fourth wall. Clearly, we don't have a production meeting before the show.
Kenny's camera fell down.
This is go out, cut a promo. No script, no practice, no nothing. All right, here we go. You good
back?
Now?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I'm on the scene.
Okay, so Kenny Chauncey was saying that he was watching the Game 6 Stanley Cup final with his boy, and was your boy upset, or he was?
Shout out to my boy Al. He was down here from New York this past weekend. But yeah, man, he no, he wasn't upset. He don't care about the Lightning. He's a Ranger fan. But he was saying, like, we were watching and we seen all these people crying.
That's
and
crazy.
He's like, dude, how
this camera, bro, it is trying to act crazy on me, bro.
God.
That's it. Like, this there. We're good.
he was like, how greedy can people be? You know what I'm saying? Like they over here crying after they just won two Stanley Cup championships in a row, and it's just one of them things, kind of.
I mean, sports fans are sports fan, man. I mean, it don't matter if they won 2 in a row. You're still gonna have people like, I mean, a diehard like sports fan, like it's like you said, like okay, you spoiled, but that's how they're going to feel. I mean, that's where they're at with their feelings. I mean, you get people that get really get emotionally attached to this stuff, man. I mean, it's like they go somewhere with this stuff, man. It's like, and it's like, damn, you got some stock in them MFers, or do you? Well, I mean, what the hell is going on? I mean, so some people just get emotionally attached like that. I mean, I've never understood it. I've never understood it.
I've never been.
As a kid, I understand, as a
you didn't know no better.
Getting upset,
as a kid,
because I used to get upset with, stuff happening on WWF back in the day.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
My brother used to cry, bro.
Yeah, bro. I remember crying and everything too.
That we brung on the show before the back. Oh man, he was. Oh my God, really? That shit used to be funny. Now that you think about it, but we used to usually have to console him, bro. And of course not WWE because we older than you, but like Chattanooga Championship Wrestling. I mean, we seen when Macho Man and Dutch Mantel and all them boys first broke in back then, and bruh, he used to be a crazy Macho Man fan, and Dutch Mantel used to kick his ass. And my brother used to be so mad, bro. Dirty Dutchman.
Yeah, that's what I missed about wrestling, like in the
the
70s to 80s. Like, kayfabe was still, very much a thing. And
yes.
The real heels, especially in the South,
yes,
legit used to be emotionally invested, and that's why the Von Nurse is so over.
Yeah,
because Gino Hernandez and the Freebirds did a great job as heels. They would, because if you listen to Jim Cornette's podcast sometimes and Dutch Mantel, they'll tell you dudes would come at it with knives.
Bro, I used to
real heels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I was little and go to these shows back then, and Tojo Yamamoto and all these guys back in the day, man. Yeah, bro, I tell you that's how far I go back, bro. I mean, Scott LeDuc, Joe LeDuc, I mean. The lumber, man, the haystack. Yeah. I'm coming go way back, and you could go see these shows live, and like you said, you was like literally scared of these dudes. Like when they came out, you didn't see them together and eating at the Waffle Houses and in the same. You didn't see that. They would not let you see that, bro.
It's
it's a different world.
I definitely miss that aspect of it, and obviously nowadays with the internet, everybody knows before anything happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to sports, like the whole sports.
Yeah, I'm diehard Braves, Bengals, Hawks, right? And then
have you been that way since you were a kid too? You've been into all three of those teams.
So when I was a kid, I used to. When I was like 8, 9, I like the Steelers, and then maybe when I was like 10, 11, I switched to the Bengals. I was a Knicks and Hawks fan up until the night they traded Rod Strickland to the Spurs instead of Mark Jackson. I denounced done. Like literally that night. And then I was Yankees and Braves up until 96 when all these damn closet fans came out. Oh, I'm Yankees fans. Couldn't even spell Derek Jeter. And I said, I'm done. So my hatred for the Yankees is really for the Yankees fans.
Yeah, I never was a Yankees fan. I was actually growing up because I grew up in the South. All we got was Atlanta Braves, WGN, and WTBS. So I watched the Cubs and the Braves.
I was gonna say, I remember when I lived down here as a kid. It was always Brave games, always Cubs games, always White Sox games.
Yep.
That was all you could really catch down south.
Yep. Now my granddaddy's, of course, was a Dodgers fan, and he used to talk about the Dodgers all the time. Coming up, my his age. But as far as football, I was a Houston Oilers fan because I loved Earl Campbell growing up. And Ken Stabler, I used to love that left-hand throw he had. Mm-hmm. And then I became a Redskin fan, and I've been a Red. Well, let me rephrase that. When I was young and didn't know no better, I was a Cowboys fan. Tony Dorsett, Roger Staubach, Robert Newhouse, Drew Pearson, Tony Hill.
Ship, huh?
Yeah, bruh. Pittsburgh. I forget what year it was. Jackie Smith come across the middle, Staubach throw a touchdown, hit him dead in the chest. Ball went straight up in there and lost the Super Bowl. Cried like a damn baby. I remember doing that, jump ship, and never liked them since. But I've been a Redskin fan probably all my adult and teen life. I've been a Redskin fan. You know, I used to jump with the Smurfs and Hogs and
for me, I had no
Wiggins fan.
No choice at all but to be a Yankee fan, because as y'all seen how Pops is.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because
who's actually at the Yankees game right now.
My father, my
shout out
father,
to Pops at the Yankees game.
My father was a Mets fan.
Really?
So how does that?
Because I hated it. I said so. I was kind of like, whatever. But in '86, I'm gonna just make this up. Mets would be down like 9-1 to the Astros against Mike Scott, for example. Right?
Mike Scott was a beast for
and
about
then
2
all of a
years,
sudden
bro.
the Mets win. This happened like once every 2 weeks. You could not convince me otherwise that the games were not fixed.
Mike Scott
I hate these dudes. I hate the Mets. And then
they had Mike Scott, Nolan Ryan. Oh my God.
And when I became Braves fan, so I was like, yeah, let's go Yankees and hate the Mets because I love Bill White and Phil Rizzuto. Love them to death, right? So then one night on TBS, the Braves were playing the Mets, and the Mets were down. I mean, the Braves were down like 4-1 in the ninth inning, and Bob Watson hit a grand slam for the Braves to win the game. Ever since then, Braves fan. Yep.
Wow. Bob Watson.
Off of Dwight Gooden, I believe. And I was like, I hate
Bob. I remember Bob Horner. Bob Watson. No,
Bob Watson.
I remember Bob Watson.
So my dad was a Mets fan.
Boogaloo says Mega was a Mets fan until he found Keith Hernandez was on cocaine.
So
how does it break down? How do you distinctly break down if you're going to be a Mets or a Yankees fan?
For me, there was no choice. You know,
it's either your parents / family, or where you were born, where you live.
So the Jersey side is the Mets.
No, normally Jersey people are Yankees.
Jerseys is Yankees.
Okay.
Jerseys, Bronx, Manhattan.
Okay.
And I would say like half of Brooklyn is Yankees. Queens, Long Island is Mets. And if you're a Mets fan, 95% of the time you're a Jets fan. So it's Yankees.
I'm sorry.
So it's Yankees, Rangers, Giants, and Jets, Islanders, Mets. That's how it goes.
And it was the Nets also. A lot of people
too.
were Net fans too that were Met fans and
but
man, like for me, I was a Giant fan until Stephen Baker and Dave Meggett were gone. Once they were gone, I was like, oh man, because Dave Meggett was my dude.
He was a beast. I remember Dave Meggett.
But yeah, I remember as a kid, I liked Ken O'Brien. Ken O'Brien was cool.
Not to cut you off, but this is one of my top 5-10 crazy hot takes. If Ken O'Brien had an offensive line, he'd be in the Hall of Fame.
Ken O'Brien was a good quarterback.
I swear to you, he got on his ass every other play. I thought Ken O'Brien was a giant.
Yeah, then I became a Bucks fan when
how'd that happen?
So my mom moved us to Florida. And while we were down here, it was Dolphins. Well, like I said, remember, Dave Meggett and Stephen Baker were gone. So I wasn't a fan of that. And Carmelate, what's up? So, with that, it was like, I don't like.
Where'd you move to? What part?
Orlando.
Orlando, okay.
So, we're in the middle of Florida, and I decided I went off uniforms. You know what I'm saying? Because
as you do as kids.
As a kid, you know what I'm saying? And I like the creamsicle, bro.
Yes,
I like
sir.
the creamsicle.
That pirate on the hat. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
that
the creamsicle uniform. And then at the time it was Hardy Nickerson was down here.
Was Doug Doug was
young. Hardy Nickerson.
Yeah, bro. Hardy Nickerson. Yeah, I was actually even younger, I think.
20, 10?
Right now?
I know you're like 40, but Hardy Nickerson.
Yeah.
So was Doug Williams there when you was a fan?
He wasn't there. That's what me and seeing neighbors like. Our orange creamsicle dudes was like Doug Williams.
Exactly.
Like I said, toward the end of the orange creamsicle though. Like the late the early 90s, you know what I'm saying, is when I became a Bucks fan.
Okay.
And because remember, Dave Mega was still around until what, 92, 93?
So, yeah.
Mega was a beast.
So probably around that time was when I really went into the Buccaneers, and I stuck with them, man, for all these years through the bad years.
That's a fan,
and
man.
you know, and then Warren Sapp came in, and Warren Sapp was in there, and Derek Brooks was in there, and Warwick Dunn, bro. Warwick Dunn was my dude.
Dude, it's funny because I was never a Bucks fan, but I always like a lot of Bucks players.
Yeah,
like I love Warren Sapp. I love Mike Allstott.
Oh, I loved Allstott, bro. That dude was a freaking bowling ball.
Mike Allstott, yeah. And
he was a monster.
Damn, was the GM for the 49ers?
Oh, Lynch. John Lynch.
John Lynch. Love John Lynch.
John Lynch was
John
Lynch used to come out there and put them hits on, bro. Bro, they had a squad. Their defense was serious.
Was there. Yeah. For some reason, I just love certain
Vinny Testaverde.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Louis the Jet fan. Sorry.
Sorry to hear that.
But yeah, man. So for me, like, it was great to grow up. Like, when the Bucks finally won, I was losing it, bro. Because I was just like, I remember I was at Guabo's crib watching the Super Bowl, losing it, bro. I was like, no way, like, this is crazy to me. Because they were good, but they weren't good enough to really be there, especially with the QB Brad Johnson up in there, you know what I'm saying? It's like, they weren't gonna do it.
Yep.
Keyshawn,
yeah.
Boogaloo says Al Toon.
Al Toon. Yeah, you showing your age.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's move on to the next, man.
Let's move on. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said though, I've been riding with them Bucks. So all them people that jumped on the bandwagon right now, y'all are welcome to be here, but I've been riding with this team,
I feel you on that.
Yeah, I know you seeing all these random Bengal uniforms, and Bengal hats. Ain't nothing worse than that.
Nothing worse. I'm like, get out of here with all this nonsense.
You were
I've ride or dies. Yeah, I've ride or dies since Kenny Anderson and Jeff Blake and Boomer, Icky, and the what do you call it? The Bob Horner, Dale Murphy Braves.
Okay,
we suck. Give you years.
Glenn Hubbard
got Dale Murphy right over your shoulder.
Should be in the Hall of Fame. We can get that to
Dale Murphy's not in the Hall of Fame.
Nope.
Wow.
Two-time MVP.
Dale Murphy was a beast.
Suck ass.
Dale Murphy. Who? Dale Murphy?
Better than Bernie Williams.
Dale Murphy.
Bernie ain't in either. Shows how good he was.
He sucks.
Why you hating on Bernie just
because he ain't coming on the podcast?
Because he don't want to return your call.
Yeah.
But
Chris Chambliss.
Chris Chambliss. Word.
So how about the NBA draft?
Yes, sir.
So, Carmel out there, we were wrong. Definitely thought Jabari Smith was going to go first, but the Patrick Mahomes lookalike, Banchero, he went first to Orlando, and they seem to get the number one picks right at Shaq, Penny, and Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
So all indication leads to him having at least a good career,
right?
In Orlando, then going somewhere else, having
else and become and after he becomes that star and finally getting something.
And then the Thunder drafted Chet Holmgren. Did y'all watch the draft? I know maybe did.
I didn't watch it. I did see that the Knicks made a bunch of trades.
Y'all have to YouTube the draft.
Okay.
And listen to Chet Holmgren.
That's
the
tall dude.
Tall, skinny dude.
Yeah.
This dude hangs with neighbors.
Oh no, I seen the way he dressed. I seen what it was.
100. He might be my favorite player.
Yeah.
This dude.
He can't be tougher than white chocolate. Come on now.
No. He ain't white chocolate.
Oh, okay.
He was like, so I forgot. So they were on ESPN and ABC. So I didn't know they were on ABC until like 10 o'clock. But somebody would say, "Oh, where'd you get your swag from?" And I'm like, "That means did you grow up with neighbors?" That's exactly That's what that meant. But this dude, we're about to get to work. I'm like, "Yeah, check out my man." About to get that Chet Holmgren jersey. Want it?
All right.
And then it was kind of like an uneventful draft. There was only one trade. Kemba Walker got traded. We'll get into that later. But it was kind of like uneventful.
Yeah. I mean,
I heard somebody's mama stole the show because she was bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I heard.
It wasn't Chet Holmgren. It was damn, I gotta find it.
I watched First Take the next day, and they was talking about the draft, and they had the conversation on who looked nice and who dressed nice, but their only take on they was like, and Perkins kind of talked up. He was like, they was like, the big chains, man. Why all the big chains with the charms? And Perk was like, yo, that comes with the outfit today. That's just what it is, you know. Molly and Stephen, they was like, I don't like it. Perk was like, yo, that's what it is now. That's what this generation do.
Yeah, Dyson Daniels, who went 8th to the Pelicans.
His mama's bad.
He's a mixed. He's a mixed brother. Yeah, his mom. Yeah, his mom's the shit.
She acted up.
Yeah, he's just like Zach, just quarterback. Damn,
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson's mom. Yeah, Mm-hmm.
Hey. Yeah, when I seen like a picture, and they're like best thing about the draft, and they said somebody's mama, and I was like, cold blooded.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, she wore like a
like a white dress, right?
And she had a slit. Yeah, she was like,
she looks like a Caucasian.
Yeah, she is.
She is.
Okay.
He's mixed.
Oh, okay.
He's mixed. Yeah.
But it was
kind of uneventful, and
the only thing I really saw was that I heard that the Knicks traded away a bunch of draft capital.
Yeah. So Knicks, I
seen where the Lakers was trying to do something.
Gush boy, what's up?
What's up, Quint dog? I seen where the Lakers was trying to do something with the Kyrie thing, but $6 million, $36 million. I knew that shit wasn't happening.
That's our next topic right there.
Yeah. I knew that wasn't taking
get into
place.
that. Yeah, we can get into that now. But yeah, I mean, you're not gonna leave $30 million on the table.
No. Yo, LeBron, love you. I made a mistake when I left you, but we're talking about $30 million, bro.
Yeah, all he did was just trying to, which I don't blame him, trying to wiggle his way to LA. So I don't blame him. But you got to be deaf, dumb, blind, stupid, idiot, ignorant, all ignorant to not opt in. Right now, I could see like Bradley Beal. He has an opt-in. He could re-sign with Washington for like, I don't know, say 220, whatever it is, or sign with someone else for like 180. That I could see because he got paid and Washington sucks and he wants to get out of it. But with Brooklyn, you only got to opt in for 1 year.
Exactly.
If you play and show up,
and you see the writing on the wall, you know it is going to be hard unless you have a season where you play 3/4 of the game for somebody to opt for you a long contract after this. So you was not going to leave that $30 million sitting on the table. No. It was not going to happen because you see you had one team that was talking about dealing with you.
And then he looked like a real jackass, right? Because he opts in, and you saw like he had tweeted, "I know where my mind is, where my mind is at," or something like that. And it's like, bro, you went where the money is. It ain't got nothing to do with you wanted to be there.
And I'm not mad at you.
You knew that you weren't getting money elsewhere because nobody else was interested.
Exactly.
Which was the whole Stephen A. Smith thing. Did y'all peep that?
Yeah.
And that's what's crazy is that it's not even like we were in a situation where teams wanted him but didn't have the assets to give him or the cap room.
Nobody wanted him.
They don't want your ass.
Lakers was
the Lakers and the Lakers were like,
and
it can't be any worse than Russell Westbrook. We'll take him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they were like, one thing we can say, him and LeBron has won. So shit.
So at least there's some chemistry there. But you're right. Like nobody wants his ass.
And I think he made himself look like a fool by putting the teams out there, though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one thing if he didn't say who he was trying to go to.
Exactly.
But by putting it out there, you just put it out there that you were wanting to leave.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Because he was trying
to tell your agent, reach out to these teams, see if we could get something to pop. And if nothing happens, you go, hey, I'm opting in.
Exactly.
You know what it was?
And nobody looks at you like you're a fool.
It was a game of chicken.
Oh, boy.
Or joust.
But he had no leverage.
He had no leverage. He said, I'll just put it out there.
Yep.
I said I want to go to Lakers. Have maybe LeBron tweet something. Maybe they want to get rid of me. And KD was like, I ain't getting involved in that mess. And that's like, all right, I'm gonna call you bluff. You ain't gonna leave $30 million on the table. You opt in, and
he'd
then
have been a fool.
Right, he'd have been a fool. And if you want to show your ass, I'm gonna at least trade you during the season and get something back for you. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna trade your ass to damn
wherever I want.
Wherever, right?
Exactly. We're gonna get a.
I'm gonna trade your ass to Sacramento. Keep talking trash.
You going out there with Mike Brown?
Yep.
Yeah. So if y'all all didn't see though, Stephen A came out and said, you know, you going back to the Nets for the money. Like you over here talking that you want to be, you know where you want to be, this and the next, but it looks like you're gonna have to work for that money if you want it because they ain't just gonna give you a 4-year contract or whatnot. And you're gonna have to work like the rest of us peons, because that's what he called the reporters. He said you guys work because y'all are peons. So you know, by you know, at the same time, like a lot of people, I was reading a lot of people saying like Stephen A is a punk and how he's all he does is try to break down black athletes. And
I'm not a Stephen A friend, but no.
Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of him.
I like Stephen A.
I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I like the fact that he calls people out.
He does.
And you know, at the same time, I feel like he'll call out a white dude the same way he'll call out a black dude.
And he's definitely, but hold on, he's definitely like uses his platform to be pro-black, and he makes that readily apparent. But he's not.
If you're a fool, he just ain't backing you just because you're black.
Correct.
And I don't, and I'm not that guy to say because you black, you right. So don't get it twisted.
Mm-hmm.
But JJ and CJ and some of these guys have smacked his ass on incidents where he's came out of his mouth and not understood the full scope of what he's saying. He does the shock job. I love now. Yeah, of course y'all know I don't like Draymond Green, but I love the whole new media is going to hold you shock jocks accountable. You Stephen A's, you Skip Bayless's, and you guys accountable with the hate for no reason. I mean, it's just it's a hate on a personal statue, not hating on stats. You're hating because I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Which is, you know, it shouldn't be that way. Yeah,
I think there's definitely more Skip.
Skip, and I think Skip is a bigger hater, and Stephen A is a bigger clown than me. I think, you know, you know, all the
but hold on, but I'm gonna tell you one thing.
What's up?
But Stephen A is a multi-millionaire because he's an entertainer. So you can't fault him to that, because we did the same thing for 20 years.
Listen,
my name ain't King Mega. Well, it is.
Listen, one thing that Chili taught me a long time ago when I first got into business and started traveling with him. He said, "Understand what we are. We are in a circus and we are traveling clowns. Understand what we are." And he said, you know, and I took that concept and went out there and put on the best damn red nose and yellow hair, blue long feet I could put on.
So when we started this, I was like, yo, I want to do like a debate thing, not to copy First Take, but I want to draw ratings. Like, I will talk trash. I'll say something stupid. I'll argue anything except that the Braves suck. I ain't argue that. Braves are great. But I will argue anything except LeBron. I mean, excuse me, that Jordan is way better than LeBron.
But he's better.
I'm not even going to talk to you about that. I'm just going to.
But he is better.
I'm gonna cut the
you
damn show
saying you
off.
ain't willing to argue that he's way better, but
Because I'm gonna cut it off.
But you're willing to take it that he is better.
If you want to argue that he's better, we'll argue. But you want to argue that
because I can hit points in certain things, right. and whatever faults you try to have on LeBron, I can give you them.
But yeah, so
another day. Froze. But yeah, so I think so. So my point is that I wanted to obviously, have a good sports show, but also bring in eyes. I want to debate people, and I'll debate anything. And like I said, I just don't want to sit here and agree on everything, or just be regurgitating news that people have heard already.
Yeah, without a
draw some interest, right? So when Stephen A, when him and Skip started First Take, I was entertained, and Stephen A entertains me. There's some things I don't like about him. There's something I like about him. I love when he roasts the Cowboys. I love when they lose because it's entertaining.
Yeah, I like the Cowboys skits. I like the Cowboys skits.
It's entertaining to me, and that's all it is. And as far as, and I'm sure there's some personal things that he goes after people that is unjust, but we would all do it too.
Everybody does.
Everybody does. At some point I don't hold that against him. Skip Bayless is an asshole.
Oh no, he's
and that's why he's
vampire.
Yeah, he's an ass. Especially when that shit he said about Dak Prescott, and he's saying he didn't care about his mental health and because he's a Cowboys quarterback and he's to rise above it. That was
dudes. What I mean, you got to think like when Jalen broke him down that time. He wanted to be an athlete, bro, and couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But, so with all of that though, right? So after that, Kyrie tweeted Stephen A and said, "You're gonna have to explain yourself to people in your generation. I am not around many 50-plus-year-olds that speak and act like you do. So this is new for me, but I am sure that my father and uncles can meet with you on your level better than I can. We know you, Stephen." So I don't know if he was trying to say like, they're gonna see him type of deal, but
right.
So then Stephen A replied like pretty much immediately, which was, hey, you know what? I like the fact that he ain't gonna just back down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me tell you though, to a certain extent, because I have seen some dudes get at him, and that one will be like, you know what? I'm gonna take the high road.
Yeah. One big KD.
When Big Dog got at him, used to play for Purdue. Was it Purdue? Played for Milwaukee for a while.
Glenn Robinson.
Damn, that was his name.
Glenn Robinson.
I think the nickname was Big Dog. Anyway, but anyway, when he got at him, yes. When Glenn got at him, they went back like they doing now, and then Stephen A came on with like, you know what? I'm going to be the grown up here. I'm going to take the high road now. I'm not scared. I'm letting you know. But I'm going to be the grown up, and I'm just going to leave this alone. Because Big Dog came back with some, I know what you do. I know where you at, and we can handle this a whole nother way, bro. I was like, oh, shit. But that dude got bodyguards and all that shit, man. I mean, you ain't going to really, you'd have to catch him slipping, and he's probably, with all the heat he puts up, he's not going to slip too much, bro. He's going to have them bodyguards with him.
But Stephen A came back and said, "Oh, you got it twisted, bro."
He came hard.
I don't have to explain a damn thing to anyone, especially you and your father. Your uncle Rod Strickland is another matter. I love that brother, and I profoundly respect him always. As for you, when you have a level, let me know, because I'm not aware you have one off the court. Either way, I have a wish. One day you'll stop hiding behind the public support you receive and fess up to the shenanigans you engage in, leaving folks hanging like laundry. Hey, kept it real, right? Be honest about what you're truly doing. Until then, let's confront one another one-on-one for the world to see. Your truth up against mine in a public forum for everyone to judge. Name the time and place. I'll show up. I keep receipts, bro.
Yeah, he went hard.
And then he said,
receipts, yo.
He definitely went hard.
He said, show up. You do know what that is, don't you? Meanwhile, Buddy don't ever show up. So,
they show up, yeah.
He goes, if you didn't know before, I know you know now. Now that you're after that money, you took for granted to be waiting for you. I'll see you in the fall. So shout out to Stephen A for keeping it real, putting him out there, because that's what it was all about. He wanted to get paid, and he knew he wasn't going to get paid unless he plays. So we probably going to see him play the most games he's played in his whole career this season, right?
Oh yeah, because
no, he definitely try to go out as long as he don't get hurt. He definitely that would have been the only good thing if the Lakers did get him, because he would have been on his "I'm going to show you" shit. So I would have loved for him to get him, but I knew he wasn't going to give up $30 million. I just knew that wasn't.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Sorry guys, I'm not the best reader, so yeah.
No, it's all good. You did a great
job. Stanton and Judge showed up yesterday. Mega.
You can put up, yeah. I didn't catch the game, but I saw what happened. Who cares? Hey,
don't be a hater.
I'm not gonna hate. Hey.
I tell you one thing.
In October,
you cannot throw Stanton.
The Braves were 500
fastball on the show
in July, so
he kills it
on the show. Yeah,
on the show. That game, the show, he kills it.
That's great. Happy for the Yankee fans. Bravo, all that good stuff. Yeah, come see me in October.
So after all of this Kyrie talk, do you guys think KD should stay with the Nets?
Nope.
Well, he don't really have much of a choice. He's under contract right now.
I mean,
he can pull the gimmick like everybody
else. He left for 2 years, though.
Yeah, 2 more years he's got.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people. What does he do? I mean, he can opt out, I guess, and
we got next year with Kyrie, and then the year after.
Yeah.
So the year after, he'll be an aspiring contract. So
yeah, then they can move him.
Right. They'd be good to move him. So they would have, just say Kyrie doesn't. I don't think Kyrie's going to resign with the Nets, but if he doesn't, he's gone. Then they have Ben Simmons and KD. Ben Simmons he's just.
So is he even going to play this year? Is he healthy?
He should. I mean, shit, he hasn't done anything in the last however many months. You know why he would leave? And I'm about to pull me a Stephen A. to get traded to the Atlanta Hawks. Wear it up.
Wishful thinking.
Wear it up.
Wishful thinking.
But I'm saying he would leave because it's just he went to Brooklyn with Kyrie, right? And then James Harden was there, and James Harden said, "I can't deal with Kyrie. I'm out." They got rid of Kenny Atkinson, got Steve Nash. That so far hasn't worked out. Now Kyrie is doing all his foolishness. If Ben Simmons doesn't play 75 games and isn't at an all-star level, KD is like, it's a shit show here. I'm out. The only thing he didn't do, the only thing that wasn't great in Golden State was his relationship with Draymond. But his stint in Brooklyn so far has been a shit show. Why would you want to stay with that?
But it's not. It ain't got. But it ain't got nothing to do with him.
But it's your environment. But if you can leave the environment, why would you want to stay? I'm trying to fix it. I can't fix it. I'm out.
He ain't really trying.
Oklahoma City. Yeah, he is. No, trying by going there, getting Kyrie, and having other stars come to play with KD. That's his way of trying to fix it, and not being an ass about it. Not saying, I want this demand, that demand, this demand, that demand. He's putting Brooklyn on the map.
I feel like if he really wanted, though, to try to make it happen, he would have said, "Yo, Kyrie, you need to get your ass on this court, bro."
He probably did.
I done came here.
But you got to understand,
personalities to win championships.
Personalities matter. That's not.
No, I hear you.
Personality.
I know that's what everybody says. He's not that dude.
And he could be talking to him, say, "Yo, can you come and play?"
I'm sure they had conversations.
But he's not saying
but he ain't gonna put it out there.
Like, yo, dude, go get your ass, blah blah blah. He's not gonna do that.
Did you see? There was an article that said that the Nets were willing to lose both if Kyrie bounced, and he said, and KD said he wanted to bounce. They were willing to move on from both of them.
Business. What the hell can he do?
Right, still build.
What else would they say? Please, no, please. I mean,
do.
Yeah,
the NBA, as wonderful job as they've done in marketing the sport and marketing their players, they've turned it into where the inmates are in the asylum for the most part.
Can't call it that, bro.
Inmates running the asylum.
I can say it.
Ain't that what got
I can say it.
The Houston dude?
You getting personal
that's
with
what
that
happened
shit
with
there,
Houston,
bro. Understand when you say that type thing. Understand what you saying, bro. That's way deeper than you know it is, homeboy. Believe me.
But it's crazy though. How you you have in 5 years you've had
I have no problem with a player having some say so in his damn career.
No. I'm specifically saying that Brooklyn is an asylum. I'm being specific to Brooklyn. That place is an utter shit show. I don't have any problems with players, handling their career, but you can't hold franchises hostage. You can't do that. What James Harden did was unacceptable. I don't give a shit what anybody says. That is unacceptable.
So what happens when
I'm not going to play? I'm not happy, so I'm gonna gain 30 pounds and not play.
Franchise hold people hostage when they damn put them on what's the shit the NFL do? Franchise
tag? But they're paying them.
You're paying him. But I'm saying if he wants to leave, yeah. I mean, and you paying him either way, the other way too.
Hold on.
You're going to get paid regardless.
You know what? You know what you don't do then? You don't do this. You don't put pen to paper. You put pen to paper. That means I'm going to pay you for your services. You can't say, you know what? I'll play 2 years. I ain't happy. I want to be out. Trade me. But still pay me. It don't work like that.
There's a realistic side of this shit too.
If you want to go,
there's a realistic side of this shit too. Just like Kyrie said, 30 million over 6 million. There's a motherfuckers gonna get their money, bro.
No, I agree with that. But I'm saying is in James Harden case, right? You don't want to play for Houston? All right. Void the contract. But he still wants his money. It don't work like that. You signed the contract. Nobody forced you to sign the contract. I'm paying you $45, $50 million a year. Now you're gonna get an attitude because you lost to Golden State with Chris Paul. So now you're in the feelings because you can't beat Stephen Clay, and now you want to leave, and you're not even going to be a good soldier. You're going to gain weight and not come to
I agree with that. I definitely agree
with that nonsense.
There's
a way to do things, and there's a way not to.
I agree. I definitely agree.
That's what my piece is.
See, the NFL, I feel like is a different ball game. Well, it is a different ball game, obviously, because obviously those guys' money isn't guaranteed. So for those guys, I feel like if you, obviously, but I feel like if you get your opportunity to hold out and get paid, you do that in the NFL because your shelf life is this big.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? NBA players are playing well into their 40s. You know what I'm saying? You got most of them are playing past their 30s, and NFL guys, they're lucky if they're making 32. You know what I'm saying?
You got a point.
So if you can get your money like your boy just did, which is something we're gonna get to, if you can get that money while you can, get it. Because at the same time in the NFL, if you ain't playing up to that contract, they're gonna tell you need to restructure or we're cutting you, and then you ain't getting nothing.
Right.
In baseball, in football, in baseball and basketball, you get that date, you put that pen to paper. You agreed to that money. If you decide, if you got better, if you sign a 10-year deal in baseball at fucking $5 million a year because you were like, yo, I need to get paid, and I know I'm guaranteed $50 million right now for take care of my family, that's on you. If all of a sudden you become great and now you think you should have been a $50 million a year player, guess who messed up? You did. Because your money's guaranteed, even if you stop playing after year 2. You know what I'm saying? So if you choose like Ronald Acuna, if you choose to sign that big money, that low contract early, that's on you. You chose that because you wanted to make sure you were taking care of your family. But now, when you become the best player in baseball, and all of a sudden everybody's making $60 million a year, and you making 20, you can't get mad. How are you gonna get mad? You agreed to take that money when you thought you were setting yourself up, and you know you're gonna get that money whether you play or you don't. Look at Prince Fielder. Dude never missed a game until he got hurt, and then it was a wrap. But the freaking Rangers is still paying the dude. You know?
I seen some contract or something somebody offered. So it was some crazy shit, like $400,000 over 50 years.
Dude.
I don't think the guy signed. I forget who it was, but they offered him $400,000 over 50 years. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, the thing is, are you going, oh, there we go. Pops in the building.
What's good, Pops?
What's going on, Pops? How the Yankees looking? Let us know.
I knew it.
Let us know.
That's fine. See?
But yeah, so that's my whole take on that whole thing. I see what you're saying, Kenny, because obviously, some people need, cats want to get paid. But when like Mega said, when you put that pen to paper, I feel like unless you're in the NFL, when you put that pen to paper, that you signing yourself up to play. If you choosing not to play because you don't like what's going on in the world, or you don't want a vaccine, or you don't want to, like in baseball right now, if they would have held out with that vaccine thing, dudes would have been missing 80 plus games in New York. But the contract that they agreed to was if they miss games due to COVID vaccine, not taking the vaccine, they, like the guys that can't play in Toronto, they don't get paid for those games. So
is Pops in New York or is he in Tampa Bay?
No, he's in New York. What we got?
God.
Oh, thank you very much.
Look at me.
All right, let's go on. Let's go on with the next one. Free agency starts Thursday. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I ain't look up anything.
All right, we're gonna keep this between me and Secret Neighbor. So, Kemba Walker got traded from the Knicks to the Pistons, which they'll probably buy him out, and then this is gonna happen. Jalen Brunson, who had a good player from with Knicks, Dallas, right? Supposed to sign with the Knicks. Yeah.
And normally those guys all pretty much like these deals are already pretty much worked out, right?
Yeah.
That's the
gimmick, and they had his pops, Rick Brunson. I forgot what his role. I think it's like
he's
development advisor. Yeah, they've hired him. So he'll probably sign with the Knicks, and then hilarious. I agree. And then
I agree.
John Wall
go play.
Clippers.
John Wall's going to sign with Clippers.
Yeah.
So this the NBA doesn't have rules like the NFL, right? That it's like considered like tampering or whatnot.
No, because I mean.
Oh yeah, the NBA definitely has.
Do they? Yeah, because technically, like earlier today, was it today or yesterday that I seen the thing about John Wall going to the Clippers?
He's going to get bought out because but that happens in football all the time. You'll hear there's like free agency started like just say whatever March 20th, but on March 10th you already know all the moves that are made. Stuff just get leaked out. But Draymond Green, when he was on TNT either last year, 2 years ago, he was saying something about the book on the Suns, and he got fined because he was an active player talking about another active player joining to that team. Gotcha. So yeah, that's definitely tampering and collusion is an all.
Okay, there you go.
Boy says Eddie Curry.
Yep.
Bulls offered Eddie Curry that contract to take some tests.
Yeah.
Curry.
I've seen that. I knew it was somebody.
Yeah. But it's like all free agency, baseball, football, basketball, probably hockey too. That's the hot stove season, and I think there'll be a lot of activity. I thought there's going to be some leading up to the draft, and it wasn't. So I'm thinking there's going to be some after the draft. But yeah, Jalen Brunson is just going to sign with the Knicks.
I think a lot of it had to do with, like we said last week, like there was no real wow factors for the draft that people were like, oh man, maybe they can trade blah 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 for this pick or whatnot. So I think that had to do with a lot of the gimmick, but
yeah. And then so DeAndre Ayton, he was number 1 pick 3 years ago for the Suns. I think he may do a sign and trade. He may get traded, sign and trade, because I don't think they don't want to like pay him.
Yeah, the Suns. Yeah.
Then Zach LaVine and the Bulls praying to all sign him. If not, we'll get KD next year. Praying to all sign him. And then Donovan Mitchell is interesting because he's with Utah, and he was pissed when Kenny Atkinson didn't come back. So I could.
Yeah, I was hearing that a lot of teams will be interested in him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a beast. He can go. He can ball.
He can ball. And then Bradley Beal with Washington.
Yeah.
That's 50-50. I don't know. I know he loves Washington, but I think he wants to win. And he's probably got Kenny? What you think? Like 2-3 good years left? Because he's been hurt the past couple of years.
Yeah, I mean he ain't old.
No, he's not old. But he's just been.
You get wear and tear on the body.
Yeah.
If you had him injuries, they eventually catch up to you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I think it'll be interesting.
Do you guys think there's going to be a lot more moves than those major names, or you think it's going to be pretty much, those few guys, and you think any trades are going to happen big or anything like that, or you think it's going to kind of pretty much float?
I think there'll be a couple, but
nothing major.
Nothing major. I don't think so. Just because what do you call it? Dame Lillard just wants to stay in Portland. I think he should, but he wants to stay in Portland. And I think people saw what the Lakers did last year, get Russ, and I'm sure a lot of people, obviously, who were smarter than me, knew that Russell wouldn't fit with them. But that was just a disaster. So I think teams are going to be gun shy about making these, not complete overhauls, but trading for these superstars and let me get a big 2 or a big 3, and hoping it'll work. I mean, look at the Clippers a couple years ago.
Russ just opted in too, right?
He had 40-something million. Yeah, he ain't passing that. Ain't nobody pass that money up.
Yeah,
but the Clippers get Kawhi and Paul George, right? And then Paul George is hurt. Kawhi was out all last year. Now they're getting John Wall. All right, let me just try and plug this in. I don't see him staying healthy for the year. So I just think teams are going to be gun shy about, let me get these established stars because it's just not working out. And let me just keep my young dudes. Or if anything, I'll get a young dude whose rookie contract is up, i.e. DeAndre Ayton, and go that way. But as far as major deals for established stars, I don't think anything's going to happen.
All right. Well, what about this big ass brawl that happened between the Angels and the Mariners? Did y'all peep that out?
You didn't see it, Kenny?
No, I didn't.
Man, you got to see this.
Bro, did you see that video that I sent earlier with it was from a fan front row?
No, it's not.
Dude, that was dude, you from the angle that you see, I watched it from both the Angels network and the Mariners network to see if different camera angles or whatnot.
Yeah. And
you don't really see it good. But this one fan's phone video, bro, Winkler goes. So Winkler gets, I guess, the day before.
The day before.
They threw up and in at Trout.
Yeah.
So then, first at bat for Julio Rodriguez, they threw behind his head.
Yeah.
So, they were barking about that. They gave warnings. And but apparently, I guess the last game that they played against each other, also the last time they played, Justin Upton got hit in the face, or in the head, or something like that. Mm-hmm. So they next inning comes up. So Jesse Winkler was on deck or something like that. He's jaw jacking with the dugout from the other team. He doesn't get to come up that inning. Next inning, when he's up, they plunk his ass right in the ass cheeks. And Buddy got worked up. He went straight toward the dugout.
That's one thing I give him credit for. He went by himself right towards the dugout.
It was like him versus the whole dugout too. Did you see that? Yes. Like everybody. Yes. But when you actually watch that video, Rendon jumps over the rail and goes and grabs him, goes at him. So Rendon, he's got the surgery, he's got a cast on, but he mushes dude in the face. But when you see it from that fan angle, bro, Winkler was banging Rendon up with uppercuts and everything.
He was. And
then then everybody just takes him down, and you seen he's getting choked out and everything. And then I'm trying to remember who it was, but somebody comes shortstop, that kid Crawford, the shortstop.
Oh yes,
he comes in firing punches from right field pretty much. Hey, you know what, man, you gotta though. People are like, oh, those were sucker punches, but it's like, bro, your boy is being covered by 15-16 dudes right now.
At that point, yeah,
you got to do something. Oh, you a puss.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
so it was a good fight though. This was probably one of the better fights.
That was one of the best baseball fights I've seen in a minute. And then my man who threw the sunflower seeds.
Rizal Iglesias.
Yeah, Rizal Iglesias. Yeah, like what the? He was pissed, but
did you? I don't know if you just seen, but this came out a little while ago. Archie Bradley is gonna miss 4 weeks because he suffered a fractured elbow when he jumped over the railing. Some dudes, pitchers in particular, should not be doing much, right? I feel like a lot of these pitchers just don't got that athletic ability. They can't run bases. They can't run bases. They can't swing the bat.
I wouldn't say that. I was a pitcher in college and in high school. Listen, I could mash.
There's
I could mash a baseball. I led my team in home runs. So
there's a rare.
Are you dead? He was a black Shohei Ohtani?
Oh no, I was all state. Yeah, I was all state in baseball. Yeah, I was a monster. I could play.
That's a rare breed though. You know what I'm saying?
What a black
man.
No. The majority of pitchers can't.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. With pitchers, all you do is practice bunts and run and throw.
Right.
Yeah, but they can't run bases. Look at Ching-Ming Wong.
Well, I mean, they don't necessarily run bases. They run for shape. They don't necessarily run bases and stuff. But they just. I know when I was in college, when I was a pitcher. Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't practice it.
Right.
All you do is run to stay in shape, throw on your day you throw, take off on your days off, and practice some bunts. And, game situations when you got to cover bases, bunts and whatever. But, they're not running no bases.
I mean, it's like when a position player pitches in a blow, he looks like a damn idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't even, what? You can't do nothing better than that.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't practice it. He doesn't want to, blow his shoulder out.
He ain't trying to blog. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, look at that. You're the exception to the pitcher rule. There's a couple of them. The CC Sabathia, Steve
Avery could mash.
Steve Avery could mash. Yep.
But it's rare. Think about it, right?
I actually don't think it's rare. I just think you don't see it because to Kenny's point, they don't practice it.
But when you think about it, right?
Because you got to think in college, high school,
all play.
These guys was hitting, bro.
Yeah,
they wasn't getting DH for. These guys was, when they started getting, probably to I guess college, upper college, and maybe major leagues or single, ball, whatever. But in high school, probably up through college, Todd Helton was a damn pitcher in college and was a decent pitcher for Tennessee. But he, you never seen him pitching because he was a hitter. So it's exceptions, it's exceptions.
Yeah, but
they just don't practice it.
The it's more of the exception than the rule. You know what I'm saying? Because these dudes when
they just don't practice it.
But when you see a dude like CC, a dude like DeGrom that doesn't, they ain't getting the practice, they ain't getting the reps, but they going out there every at bat and they're putting the bat on the. Yeah, they're not getting the reps like.
No, I'm saying those dudes like DeGrom and Max Fried.
They're going out there practicing.
Yes,
they're taking.
But so that's on them. The other players can choose to do that also, but they're
but it doesn't matter in the major leagues to them to do that.
Right. It doesn't. That's
you got some guys.
But it matters to some people. Like
of course. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because why do you want to be a guy that's an automatic? And well, it don't matter anymore because they're not really bagging. But why would you want to just come up and be an automatic out?
Because some dudes would.
Because I get paid $50 million for this thing right here.
Right. And that's some dudes just weren't.
And you got to understand, this is what I will tell you. On the days that I pitched, it was harder for me to hit on the days I pitched because the energy I exerted went back. While pitching.
I feel you.
I mean, you would literally drain, and I could tell my bat speed was a little off when I pitched, and I also was hitting. But when I played the outfield or first base, but when I was pitching, bro, I could tell the difference.
Oh, of course, you're exerting. It's different than standing at first base and waiting for waiting for a play to come through.
Yeah, you're moving as a pitcher and a catcher. You in every single damn play.
Yeah, ain't nobody double. It's true. You know why? Because we're baseball players.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, I played
baseball too.
But just because
I ain't knocking nobody, but I definitely played the game.
Just because somebody doesn't go above and beyond to do something doesn't mean they can't do it. Like DeGrom was a shortstop. I think Fried was an outfielder. Okay. But if I'm just going to throw a name out there. Hold on. I'm just throwing a name out there. Noah Syndergaard. Say he pitched in high school and college. He doesn't have that passion for hitting. Some people just have that passion or have that ego where during my throw days, my off days, I'm going to take extra BP. I'm going to take an extra turn during BP on my off days. I'm going to be in a group.
You don't think for 1 minute if the big unit was a hitter that he would have the same intensity and practicing and doing what he's doing as he was as a pitcher? You don't think for 1 minute if Barry Bonds was a pitcher that he would like bust his ass? I mean, because ego comes into play with that stuff too.
Yeah, but look, when you look at a dude like Ohtani,
well, the Japanese league is different too. That's
the exception.
That's a different world.
But that's what I'm saying because he's a stud.
Yeah, y'all know without a doubt. I mean, them guys
with the stick and pitching, and he does it on days when he's pitching too. He's banging on.
Now he's definitely Superman, without a doubt.
He's Superman.
I got to give him his props.
And there's that kid that Tampa Bay has that does the same thing, but he's he was struggling when on days he pitched.
Yeah.
I didn't even do it at the level he's doing it in. I mean, I'm talking high school and stuff like that. So I could imagine you pitching and then going up to a 95-mile-an-hour slider and change up, and you still raking. So
and the Kenny's point, I'm sure a lot of these teams are saying, "Look, I'm paying you $40 million.
Yeah, no, I
want you to pitch. The only thing you need to do prior to this year was bunt. Learn how to bunt.
Go up there swinging hard and tweak a back. Right. Busting it down the damn line and pull a hammy. Like, man, what the hell did we just do?
You got to have a certain cachet to be like, no, I want to hit. So I'm going to take BP every single day except the days I start. You got to have a certain cachet to do that. Chin-Mi Wong or whoever ain't going to do that. Nestor Cortez ain't going to do that. But I guarantee you, if Garrett Cole had a passion for hitting, his ass be taking BP. They're going to tell him no.
Well, when you're paying him $40 million, I'm going to tell your ass no. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things, right? Like, hey, I'm paying you, motherfucker. Yeah. You ain't going out there to get reps.
But if he's that good, like Max Fried, like what's my man? So Max Fried would pinch hit for players, not like starters, but he would pinch hit for dudes. He would pinch run.
Mo was a center fielder when the Yankees drafted him.
Right.
They said he was a great center fielder and he hit good, but when he came up to when he actually had opportunities to bat, they told his ass he wasn't allowed to swing.
Listen, bro, before your time, but old ass Phil Negro used to pinch hit sometimes.
Yep. What's my
Phil
man?
Negro.
His old ass used to hit the pitch. That used to pinch hit. Damn, it's a white dude. He
Bartolo Colon.
He played on the Padres.
Cologne used to hit some home runs though.
Nah, he hit one, bro.
He hit one.
Yeah,
he hit one.
I guess I remember them making a big deal of it.
Ed Whitson. He used to pinch hit back in the day.
Cologne bellied himself out of the league. That belly just grew. It grew.
Bro, that dude. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
I mean, he went from throwing 97 to like right before he left, 86. Just to spot and hit the spots and everything. That dude used to be a beast.
Mm-hmm.
But stayed around till he's 40 plus years old.
Kenny, what do you think about the? Well, Kenny, I'm gonna let you know. Make sure you check that fight out though.
The Tyson Fury.
The Angels and Mariners.
Angels Mariners.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That could have been on Kenny's corner.
I
thought about it.
I was thinking about that.
I should have said something, man. Like I said, man, I'm a little off tonight, bro. So
paying in the pitch. I mean, I agree they're paying in the pitch, but if you got a player and DeGrom and Max Fried are like last year, Max Fried hit 3-something, which is 4-something for a position player. DeGrom is a great hitter. Those are
DeGrom last year won games.
Those
for himself.
For himself.
Because he was the only one putting the bat on the ball during some games last year.
Right. So now if I'm just going to let some pitcher just pitch just because pitcher hit just because he wants to, but if you're that great and you're an asset hitting, by all means, go ahead.
Remember Rick Ankiel? Rick Ankiel changed his whole career around and went to the field because
Steve Avery did the same, right?
He was
Steve Avery. One of the Braves pitcher ended up playing outfield for the Cardinals, I think. Didn't he leave and end up left-hander?
Yeah, Rick Ankiel was the one that went to the.
Wow,
that was the Cardinals outfield.
No, Steve Avery could hit.
But I could have swore he played the field. He quit pitching and started playing the field for a year.
That was Rick Ankiel.
Yeah,
he was pitching for the Cardinals, and then he went.
He came back. Didn't he come back to the Cardinals though?
Yeah,
he retired for like a year and then came back.
He came back. He played for the Braves too. I think he played for the Braves. Yeah, Rick Ankiel.
Yeah, he played. Yeah. Man, that dude was good, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he was good in the outfield. Had a cannon still, even though he couldn't pitch no more. Still had a cannon out there, Mm-hmm. I don't know if you peeped that kid threw like a 98 mile per hour throw from shortstop the other day.
Oh, yeah. O'Neal Cruz.
That kid's got an arm too, man.
Yeah.
They're saying he's gonna be hitting balls like Judge and Stanton soon.
Yeah, he better eat some hamburgers though.
He's scared.
My man.
But Kenny, I know this is something that you were about right here, man. Your boy Terry McLaurin.
Oh, so they signed him? Okay,
excellent. Yeah.
3-year extension, bro. And it was a nice one, right? What did he end up? I'm trying to.
I think 3 for 70. I forgot how much the guarantee.
It was like 371. It's the highest guarantee though. I saw that.
Yeah, I forgot how much the guarantee, but yeah,
he got the highest guarantee, and so hold on.
And let me tell you something. This dude is the number 1 receiver.
Oh no, he balls for
us,
bro. And
hasn't had a good quarterback.
Yeah, he balls for us, bro.
Playing with Joe Burrow or
Heineke. He was on Heineke.
Yeah, Heineke.
Which Heineke actually probably was the best out of what we had in the last couple of years. The sad part.
Yeah.
So let's look at this, right?
So if he don't make, if he doesn't make Carson Wentz into a good quarterback, Carson Wentz should just retire.
I'm with you, 100%.
Retire.
Because
Terry McLaurin is that dude.
What I was gonna say was wide receiver deals this offseason. Devontae Adams, 5 years, 142. Tyreek Hill, 4 years, 120. AJ Brown, 4 years, 100. Stephen Diggs, 4 years, 96. Cooper Kupp, 3 years, 80. Terry McLaurin, 3 years, 71. I believe he got the highest guarantee of everybody though. So DJ Moore, 3 years, 61. And then Mike Williams and Chris Godwin both got 3 years, 60. So wide receivers got their money this year. Shout out to them, man. Get paid.
Except for one.
Yeah, Debo's still sitting there.
Somebody, I mean,
Debo's salty right now.
Yeah, something gotta happen.
They better do something, man.
Something gotta give.
You don't want that dude to
Debo's a beast, man. I don't know what San Francisco doing, even playing with Debo, man.
If they couldn't work out something, they should have traded him before the draft, where they could have gotten something where they could have drafted somebody like him, or
I just hope
what they
thought
Dallas
would have
been like
don't
him.
Get him. That's all.
Yeah, screw him up.
Yeah,
he won't do what he does there. So, are we ready for a little Kenny's Corner? I think those next.
I'm ready, man. Like I said, guys, I'm a little under the weather tonight, so it won't be.
Here we go.
Won't be as long, but I just wanted to shout out my fighter, Edwin Salinas. We've actually started him a Facebook strictly for boxing. I'm trying to go to it now. My son sent it to me.
You got to put it on the Nose Bar Sports Show page, Kenny. So this way we can share it with everybody.
And
I will.
Call me Blicky. I'll be the Black Mickey.
Yeah. So we just created. So what that's going to consist of, where when I'm training in mid work, we'll post that to the Facebook, so people can see what's going on. When he starts sparring, we'll post it. We'll let him get up there and talk. One day, I want to actually bring him on here for Kenny's Corner.
Bring him on, bro. Bring him on.
Pop him on for Kenny's
How old is he, Kenny?
It's 15. 15.
So when he spars, would you have him spar, or will you have him spar with dudes that are 18, 19?
I would have to know them and see that they know how to spar, because we're talking, even though this kid is good as he is, we're still talking about a kid to where those guys' testosterone's kicked in, they're hitting their man strength. They're not probably all the way there, but they definitely. So I would have to, I can spar him, and I have to, of course, at 270 pounds, I have to watch. I mean, he's faster, but I have to watch how I swing, But I have sparred him. I have sparred him. And,
over here peppering you up.
No, because I know how to stop you from peppering me up. And, just through knowledge of, hey, all right, you're faster and all that, but when you get in the ass, your 4 and my 1 is going to be different. But all jokes to the side, the young man's a beast, man. He was off last week. He had some allergies, so we went and banged pretty hard yesterday. I'm hoping that's why I'm feeling a little bad. I'm hoping I just kind of opened myself up and got a little whatever. So drank some Theraflu and stuff tonight and hopefully get by this. But anyway, that's look for that to come. Like I said, pictures, videos, him talking. Me and my son just created his stuff yesterday, so we have major stuff to come with that.
Hey, tell the kid to watch what he does on social media. Come back to bite you in the ass 20 years later.
Yeah, and he seems to be. I mean, I've been knowing the kid for a couple of years now, and he seems to be pretty humble. But like you said, you still got to watch stuff you say and do, because you'll be looking up and oh, remember when you was 15 and now you're 25.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Now that you're a millionaire, kid. Exactly. You offended me.
Right. Exactly. So the Tommy Fury Jake Paul fight. That people are saying, well, finally he's fighting a fighter. I watched Tommy fight, and he's about his brother's height, maybe an inch shorter. He's long. He's in better shape than his brother, but he is nowhere near the fighter his brother is. I would not be surprised if Jake Paul beat him at all. And I probably wouldn't be surprised if Tommy beat him, just because he's a
boxer.
But Jake is, I can't hate on Jake. He is picking his fights very, very carefully. And he goes up just enough for somebody to say, okay, he went up, because he went from knocking out my man Woodley.
Webb,
Woodley.
Right? No.
Yeah. Started it. Yeah, exactly.
What was that?
He knocked out
the dude?
Woodley.
No, he knocked
Aaron
out
Wilson.
Nate. What's the little basketball dude first?
Nate
Webb, right?
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson. Yeah.
So
I was thinking
went from
Spud Webb,
Nate
Nate
Robinson. I think it was another YouTube guy before then. Then he kind of went in and beat the guy who has no hand, Ben Askren, who has no hands. And then he went up a little bit to Woodley, and it was a close fight. And then he came back and knocked him out. So he is definitely doing it for his career the right way. I think, like I said, I think it's a good chance he wins this fight because he throws a mean right hand. Is it something that a decent boxer could block or get away from? Because it's a
looper.
It's a jab to the body low and fire right over the top.
Yeah.
I mean, that's his signature punch. If you go watch his fights, that's his signature punch. But I think after this, if he does get by Fury, I definitely believe he'll probably. I mean, he's calling out McGregor, but we know that's about money. And I'm not gonna lie, hell, he's so much bigger than McGregor. He might beat McGregor.
There's talk of him and Tyson too.
That's the older brother. That's the younger brother, the one that fought Floyd. I think is the one.
No, this dude, it's Jake Paul. It's
Jake also. I thought it was the other one.
Yeah, I was hearing about that earlier too. Because to me, like people are saying that they think he could beat Tyson. I was like, what?
When when they fight, I don't have a lot of money, but I will muster $1,000 for anybody. Anybody that wants to make that bet.
Listen, if we can, I'll throw it right in there.
Yes,
I'll go
I
half.
will muster anybody that wants
people
to take that
about.
fight.
People are talking about, oh, Tyson didn't look great versus Roy Jones. Listen, they had a no knockout clause in that deal, bro. That was work.
Definitely a gimmick.
Mm-hmm. Nobody was trying to hurt anybody in that fight. Let's keep it real. Nobody was trying to hurt anybody.
But you can best believe he is not going to let no damn YouTuber get off on him. It's one thing to let a fellow Hall of Famer stay in the ring with you. It's another thing to let a YouTuber stay in the ring with you. Let's see.
Did you peep the Le'Veon Bell and Adrian Peterson?
Le'Veon Bell and
Adrian
Peterson are talking. And I don't know Le'Veon Bell's situation, but I know AP broke his heel, so he's trying to do whatever.
Right.
You know, Frank Gore fought his first professional fight about.
How is AP broke though, bro?
Bro, I seen a thing on AP. They said AP threw a party and spent $1 million in one night on a party. Bro, when you spending and buying cars, and I think the kid got 11 kids by 7 or 8 different women and all that shit, bro. It runs up fast, bro. It runs out. And then we know when you sign a $10 million contract, when you hit taxes and agent, a third, right? Bro, you're not getting $10 million.
Nope.
So
that's why you need to live in Florida, so you get at least the majority of it.
Yeah. So I see what Adrian Broner, he begging Floyd to help him out. He went and asked Floyd, can you please, big bro, I need you to help me get my career together. And I seen where Tank came out and was like, bro, don't.
Bro, fuck that dude.
Well, Tank came out and was like, bro, you don't need to beg Floyd for shit. You need to go talk to Al Heyman and apologize to Al Heyman because Al Heyman owns PBC. You know, I mean, Floyd's a big entity. You know, TMT is a big entity, but Al's the man. That's the guy. So Ryan Garcia, I think, fights next month against Ventura, which should be an interesting fight because Ventura is a pit bull. He's seasoned. He's going to make Ryan step up. Telefimo, he's lost his damn mind. I don't know what Telefimo doing now. I think he's went crazy. Him and
I saw Triple G and
yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Canelo square up at Yankee Stadium.
September to something, but he'll knock Triple G out. Triple G, the last fight, he looks horrible. He's 40 years old. He's got the old man. He's still in good shape.
They threw out the first pitch at Yankee Stadium yesterday.
Yeah, you can see the old man.
Let me tell you, at least Triple G looks like he's actually thrown a baseball in his life. Canelo looked like he ain't never throw a ball.
And he's Mexican. You know, them dudes play baseball.
Yeah. That's
not even a joke, bro.
But you know what? I'll give him props because it went straight at least. It wasn't no damn 50 Cent.
50?
I can remember in summer ball, bro, one van pulling up, and you're like, 15 Mexicans would get off of that shit in summer ball, bro.
Come on, man.
The first time, listen, I'm not even jonesing, bro. That's the first time I seen a guy throw 2 outs left-handed and had somebody to throw him a glove and then threw the last out right-handed and threw just as hard both hands.
Pat, what's that kid name?
Just as hard. And I mean,
yeah,
Pat
Vendetta, right?
I was like, holy crap, threw just as hard.
The Yankees had that kid. That kid he had a glove that flipped around.
Yeah. Migos definitely play baseball, man. Migos. What are y'all laughing at? Migo is friend, bro. That's if you hang out with Mexicans, that's what y'all going to call each other.
Hey, you know what? Like at my old job, motherfuckers was always like, "Oh man, you Chicos." I'm like, "Motherfucker, get out of here with this Chico shit."
Amigo actually means friend.
Oh,
I
know.
Is a slur, but amigo is actually friend in Mexico.
Essays.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Outside of that, man, like I said, Asanis and Comier, I think sometime in July. Amanda New Year's, I seen that starting to advertise the fight with her and the girl that beat her.
That's because the Ultimate Fighter is coming close to ending out now.
Okay.
That season's been pretty good so far.
I
too.
I've
never got into watching that. I see where Nate Diaz and who is it talking junk to each other? Who wants to fight Nate?
What's the Big Mouth?
Kevin Holland. You know what? The lead up to that would be awesome because both of them dudes are some crazy dudes. So the lead up to that would be awesome. I would love to see that. But outside of that, man, that's my big thing. Like I said, got my little fighter coming up to speed, and y'all will meet him soon. And
bring him on, bro.
Other than that, like I said, if I miss something while I'm talking, you can actually send us a message, or if it's something you want me to talk about the following week, hit us up. We'll get it in on Kenny's Corner. And outside of that, thank y'all for listening. And
of course,
I enjoy doing this portion of the show.
I don't know if y'all. Well, we got a couple little extras real quick, right? We got the Utah Jazz hired Will Hardy as their coach.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell this dude is.
I guess I don't know him.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. I know Jeff Hardy. What?
Yeah,
I know Jeff Hardy, but I do know
he's doing the same thing I'm doing right now.
Yeah, exactly. He's getting caught. His difference is getting caught.
He's Will Hardy's 34 and will be the youngest.
Young boy.
Oh wow, damn.
34, yeah, he'll be the youngest head coach.
So they pulled
make a neighbor feel old.
They pulled the LA Rams thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey. But what was he coming from another organization, or was he in their organization?
He was before the Celtics. I think he was with the Spurs.
Okay.
He was like a video coordinator and then assistant coach, and then he moved, and then he got spot on Boston's bench. That's as much as I know of him. So he's probably great.
Props to him, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know how that goes, man. Normally it's an old man's game or a former player game. So shout out to that kid. Because he's way younger than all of us. So also Freddie Freeman fired his agents.
You know what I'm saying?
He did not like the way everything went down.
Come on, leaving the Braves.
Contract negotiations.
Yep. You know Mega loving that.
Word.
Hey, but you know what? He never said he wanted to leave the Braves.
No, he's always wanted to stay.
Yeah. So it's one of those things, right? Like, because I feel like ultimately you make that decision. Your agent's gonna say, "Hey, I think you should get 8."
Right.
The Braves are only offering you 7.
Right.
Or hey, the Braves are only offering you 6. I think you should get 8. Listen, I really want to be a fucking Brave. I want to end my career here. Give me 6. Just tell them, hey, give me some options, baby. Mm-hmm. And the Braves probably would have did it.
And
right? Do you think the Braves would have did 6 with 2 options?
Yeah.
If they didn't, and they would have kept their prospects. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't have been a bad idea.
It's it's one thing to leave $30 million on the table. It's another thing to leave $1 million on the table with a couple options. So I think, like you said, definitely probably could have been worked out. With
I would have been like, hey,
doing his job.
Get me mutual options even, so that the Braves have to say, hey, we don't think you worth it. We're gonna buy you out on these last two, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the Braves would have been in on that. I feel like that would have gotten the deal done for them. But maybe, but as the player, you have the say, bro. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, it's one thing if you're Max Scherzer. You know what I'm saying? Like, Max Scherzer couldn't turn down the Mets offer. Highest offer, and your player, your union dude, if he would have turned that down, that would have been horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're trying to get the most money possible. So Max Scherzer couldn't say, "Oh no, I want to stay on the West Coast," or "No, I don't want to play for the Mets."
Good, Kenny?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get off here and get some medicine, man.
All right.
The other thing,
not know him, but I've heard Casey Close was Freddie Freeman's agent, and he's been around for a while.
I was gonna say, I remember him being a prominent name.
Yeah, like 20 years ago. Casey Close has been around for a minute, so it could have been, just get it done. And then he's like, no, and Casey Close could have been. And remember, some of these agents sometimes they negotiate. They're negotiating for their own salary too now.
Yeah, no doubt.
But they have to come at you with the offers, and you can basically be like, nah, listen,
true, but they could stall.
Yeah.
Until and Alex Anthopoulos for the Braves like, you know what? Screw it.
We're gonna go make the deal.
Tough, right? And then Freddie Freeman. I'm sure Freddie Freeman was pissed as high as hell.
Dude, he said he was hurt when he saw that. Yeah. But maybe, you could be right. Maybe he was hurt because he was willing to play a little bit more ball. And his agent was like, we're asking for this.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe that's why he was hurt when they said, fuck it, we jumping on Matt Olson, and we're giving Matt Olson 8 years,
Yep.
Because they wanted to give him 5, right? Was that the gimmick?
5 for 135.
Yeah, they wanted to give Freeman 5.
No, 5 for 135, and then he went up to 5 for 140. But Casey Close wanted 6 years. So.
And what did he end up getting from
6 for I don't know, 6 150, 160? 6 for something. He got 6 years.
Yeah. Did y'all see the Colin Kaepernick's agent talking about Warren Sapp?
Yeah, I seen Warren Sapp.
Warren Sapp said his gimmick was horrible.
Yeah, I seen that. I didn't see what
his agent says that he had a great outing there. But my thing is if he had a great outing, why is he not signed?
Yeah, because right after that, for a couple of days, it's like, they're going to offer him $36 million for 2 years, and everybody's like, huh?
Right?
$16+ million
right?
A year. I ain't played no football in whatever years, and 34 years old, and
maybe that's what he's asking for, and that's why he ain't getting a deal.
Yeah. Well, they showed up was like posting like, he signed contract $16 million. I mean, 31 million over 2 years. I was like, good night.
His
agent the hell did he know?
His agent said, you can
if
ask.
He's smart.
You can ask. We had a great great showing, but his agent's probably at the same time like, hey, if you speak bad about us, we're gonna call racial. Y'all are being racist.
If he's smart, he would talk. Because he's got off the book money. I mean, he sued this, and the league's done this and did that. So he's got money. He would have been like, whoever give me a shot at league minimum for the years I've been in the league, I'm willing to take it and earn my way.
Mm-hmm.
If he really wanted to play football again.
If he really wants to play, go to the XFL.
Do 1 year.
Do it.
1 year. Yep.
Show that you can fucking play.
Yep. Show me you have something. Preseason come, we're gonna put your ass on the field during preseason, and you're going to start out a backup. Mm-hmm. And if something happens or he start playing bad, you may get it, whatever. But it's all about being on the sidelines for a full season with no headlines. You did your thing, and I was with you, brother. You did your thing on bringing substance to what was going on and everything. But now, if you want to play, go out there and play. Take the money that you know. Bro. Yeah, if you really want to play football again, if you still want to be a headline grabber, it's not going to work. That train is rolled. It's over.
Yeah,
that train is rolled.
What about Brittany Griner? Did y'all peep that out?
Yeah, 6 more months detainment.
Oh, she did get 6 more months?
Yeah, they told her like 6 more months before I guess they bring her back to court. So, I mean, the Russian shit has a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
I'm on some, and you're an athlete. When you go on places, especially other countries.
Oh my God, yes.
Don't play no games, bro. You're an athlete. You can get somebody to get you something. You want to get high? Hit somebody up.
No, bro. Not even an athlete. She's an American, bro. I've been to 7 countries, and every country I went to, somebody walked up and said, "Do you want this?" Hey, whatever language it was, they would do their broken English and say, from women to drugs to whatever. Somebody was going, as you was walking, they smelt the American on you, and they walked up to you and offered you something. So it was so crazy for her to take a vape pen over to Russia and get caught up like that, because you could now I don't know how hard it may be in Russia, but I've been to 7 different countries. You're going to
get something. You can find a way to get something.
I've been to 7 different countries, and every country I've been in, there has been drugs, if you wanted it.
Exactly. That's my thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, like, if you going to take that risk, I'm not mad at you getting that catching that. You know what I'm saying? You played the game and you got caught.
That's the other thing they told us in the military. Listen, don't get locked up in these other countries.
Yeah.
They would tell us that when we would hit shore, and they do the whole over the intercom and what avenues don't go to. Of course, when they said this is red light district, don't go there.
Don't
first
go there.
thing we did was call the cab and say we want to go there. But anyway, they would tell you, do not get locked up in some of these countries because it is not America. There's different things, and of course, I was military, so eventually they would. Unless I guess you killed somebody, did something crazy, but they would let you know. Do not, because there's a chance you could get left, and we have to get the embassy to go to bat for you. They would tell you, don't get locked up in these other countries.
Yeah, well, I just don't get it, man. Like, what's the dude that was in WWE for a while that went to Japan with the K2? Remember? You remember that, Mega?
No.
Was it Seidel?
They should have locked him up just for wanting to take that crazy.
I think it was Seidel.
Matt Seidel.
Yeah, I think it was him. It was he went over there and he was the one that failed the drug test in WWE, and that was why they let his goofy ass go.
I don't even think K2 is. Unless they come up, because that's one thing why the guys did it in prison so much, because it wasn't a test that they could. At that time, it's been a while, that was back in 2010, 12 to 15. But that's the why, K2 was so popular, is because they, when they tested you, it wasn't detected. But it wasn't hard to tell, because you see motherfuckers froze and crying and stuff. And
I've seen some dudes on
crazy.
that.
Bro.
Nah.
Dude.
I would never, bro.
Never, ever know. I've seen some guys jacked up on K2, bro.
Oh, Evan Bourne. Yeah, so isn't Evan Bourne Matt Seidel?
Yeah, Matt Seidel. Yeah.
So his goofy ass went to Japan with K2 and got arrested. And they held his ass there for a bit, and then they ended up telling him, like, yo, you're not allowed back. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly. Like, yo, we're gonna let you go home, but you will not come back.
Yeah, you ain't coming back here. So, I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna end up happening with Brittany Griner, and
No, she'll never probably play basketball in Russia.
But yeah, I think that what's the I didn't get to look this one up.
Man, you racist one. Nah. So Morgan Cato, she's the Suns hired her. She's the first black woman.
I ain't watching that.
To be assistant general manager of an NBA team.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Inside her. Yep. So big shout out.
I was thinking Morgan Freeman, but hey.
Ignorant ass.
Ignorant ass. Exactly. Ignorant ass.
Nah. Hey, congratulations, though. That's awesome.
Breaking barriers. Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
Hey, man, the women are making moves, man, and congratulations to a lot of them. Like with Yankees hired that female to be a coach in the minors. Mm-hmm. We got what's her name that is. I
remember playing against a girl in baseball. She was a pitcher. Yeah. I'm damn sure. I think I grounded out, but I was not gonna let her strike me out. She could pitch though. Mm-hmm. She could definitely pitch. But I was like, no, you're not striking me out. If I got a foul tip it, whatever.
Right.
That was WWE, bro.
Damn. I mean, football players have got caught doing that, riding airplanes, and I've seen players get caught with the prosthetic bing bing.
Yeah, the fake gimmicks.
Yeah,
the gimmicks. But listen, guys, I think if y'all good, I think we're good.
Yeah, right? Man, I'm gonna get me some medicine.
Crazy happens. Man.
Seeing they need some rest.
Pop up. Yeah,
I'm gonna take some medicine, lay down right now.
Yeah, you need some rope. You need some tussing. Chris Rock said you need some tussing.
So
and a hot toddy.
I got some make a hot toddy with. That's for damn sure.
Word, make you a hot toddy. You'd be good.
But yeah, man.
So we'll probably be back on Friday when Atlanta Hawks sign Zach LaVine.
Thursday night. Sign Zach LaVine. I'm sure we will do a special show.
Hey, I'm down, man. If y'all down, I'm down.
If something major happens, we definitely need to.
By the way, did y'all see Vladdy say he ain't doing the home run derby this year?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said he ain't taking the risk that his wrist inflames. So
I was hurt.
People don't understand.
He's been having wrist problems.
Okay,
so.
I knew he was hurt.
The torque. Because I had small wrist for a big guy, and even with sparring, I got to extra wrap my wrist, and in baseball, I had to really tighten my gloves because I have definitely sprung my wrist and I actually broke one of them before. But I didn't have big hands or big wrists for a big guy.
Yeah, I peeped that a little bit earlier. So, but yeah, man, I think without further ado, I'd say we wrap this bad boy up for tonight.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, thank you, Pops, for tuning in from Yankee Stadium. Yeah, obviously, we appreciate that. Carmelate, we appreciate you.
Yes.
Boogaloo, actually, tuning in. Gush Boy, right? Gush Boy or
Kush, whatever.
All right. Who else we had there? I know Chili Willie was in the building.
Chili Willie popped in.
Cheers, Austin. So.
Yeah. So
listen, we appreciate every single one of y'all.
Chili and Kenny tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow.
Exactly. Kenny, stop pretending to be sick, bro. So you.
Nah, bro. As you seen, what did I do tonight? I pulled it on through. I mean,
he did not
pull up your big boy draws.
He did not pull a Kyrie.
And believe me, I don't feel great, but I pulled it on through. I'll be here tomorrow. The Lord willing, long as God don't take me away tonight, I'll be here tomorrow.
I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that you make it through the night. At least if you're going,
looking forward to it.
Listen, if you're gonna kick the bucket on our show or tomorrow's show. This way, at least we get some extra views. Help your neighbors out.
Shit, that will go viral. If somebody kick the bucket or have a heart attack on this bit, we will go viral.
So listen, everybody.
I'm still here.
Y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah, I was waiting for Mega's ass to the Incredible Hulk this bitch. But listen, thank you all for tuning in. We do appreciate every single one of y'all, and we appreciate you guys putting your time in and just being there with us. Make sure y'all also like and subscribe to us on Facebook and YouTube at No Oaks Bar Sports Show. Hit the bell, get notified when we're going to be on, because obviously, like I said last week, we will be leaving Twitch soon. So, but feel free to follow us on Twitch for the meantime.
Spread the word. Spread the message.
No Holds Barred podcast. Podcast.
Podcast. This is the podcast.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's the podcast.
Thank y'all all for tuning in again. We will see y'all potentially on Friday if something big happens. Maybe even Thursday night.
I'm not gonna be on when you guys go off the air. Send my damn shirt. Send my damn. You see that pointing? Do you see that? Send my damn shirt.
Yes, sir.
I don't know nothing about no shirt.
Yes,
yeah, he said they're ready. He said they're ready.
You will have it.
He said he actually has them now.
You will have them.
He actually has.
Pull it up.
You will have it. No, they're in Tampa, just not periphery. They're in Tampa though.
What did me and you do when we said we had shirts? We wore them. We held them up. And here this guy. Oh, they're in Tampa. We come on next week. Oh, they got stuck in Jacksonville. I love you guys, man, and I'll see you tomorrow, man.
Peace and brother, bro. Get some rest. Feel better, bro.
Yeah.
Mega,
all right.
Love you, bro. And I'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all.